Martha K, one of my favorite media personalities. I think she's the extreme media personality. You would say she's so real. And she's been like documenting her journey on not just about her body, but also weight loss. And she's been real with it. And guess what? She's even like have a new product. Reset.
How?
Reset.
Reset. But something you forgot to say about her. Martha is big, at least from my end, on sharing her mental health journey, directly or indirectly. But she's also big on self-care. Just before we started, she asked for her bag, please not, to lotion her hands, right? So self-care, she's always doing those vlogs and videos where she's walking, how it makes her feel, how... So yeah, it's good to get into her head and know why, how do we do it, how do we not give up? Yeah.
But also, Martha, let me say this. Every time I want to chat with Martha, so we start chatting, and then I realize she has posted, I don't check status updates on WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. Then you realize she has like been posting since like 24 hours ago, right? Mm-hmm. So that's like 50 status updates.
No way. 50?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
No, like 25.
Oh. Yeah, I post 2 in a day. She posts 25. But I feel like... Yes. But I feel like, Martha, you've gone through it all. One, from switching careers, mm-hmm. especially like men telling you, how can a woman be a photographer? 2, you had an illness that really like brought you down. You doubted yourself and everything. And that's why we're here to discuss with you what it feels like. So my first question to you is, it's a hard one. Mm-hmm. You're prepared mentally? What's that one insult or comment that scared you?
Scared me. First of all, I'm really happy to be here. I love your show. I think you guys are doing an amazing job. Having discussions. I must say you look great. Thank you. Having discussions that are not had. So well done to you guys.
Thank you.
Giving you flowers. A comment that has scared me. Yeah, there are many.
What, that one comment that you can never forget. What, the other week you shared with me a screenshot of someone that had said something.
Yeah.
It's really nasty. I can't say it on the podcast.
It's not.
It's extremely nasty. But what's that one comment? I feel like, you can't forget, but it was also that one comment like GA'd you off.
I think there have been so many. The comments that really disturbed me as a young woman is comments about my body. Because you're also trying to figure out what to do, how to handle your body, how to dress your body, how to fit into your body. And then someone will come and say something that you've never realized. I never knew I had big legs. Because everyone in my life has big legs, right? So people on social media, recently someone told me that I would be beautiful if I had a darker gum. I had never heard a comment on my gum. Come
First of all,
on.
you have one of the most beautiful dentals. Now the gum I've never seen.
How did they even...
I was smiling big and loud and proud.
Through your humor content.
Through everything.
The comment.
Well, everything I post, I was smiling. And so I can't pick on one specific comment, but there have been so many that... Oh, maybe the comments about me being a prostitute.
Based on assumption.
Those really hurt because I'm like, who did I sell to? Did I sell to you? Those hurt because it's really not who I am. But there's so many comments. My God, I can't even get into.
And when you were getting into the social media space, had you prepared yourself mentally for what was coming, for all this and how to deal with?
Not at all. Contrary to most people, I never had a dream to be famous or popular. I didn't know anyone in my life that was famous. I just posted the Range Rover video and it became a thing. And I started getting gigs and the gigs were making money, and who am I to turn down an opportunity, right? And so it was never my plan. I just went along with it and I started learning along the way. So everything was like, what? Yeah, and it's really cruel, this media world.
And have you learned to deal with these different, because Martha, the Range Rover girl, Martha K now, it's been a journey.
It's been a
journey. You've listened to these comments, read through them. Can you say that you're making progress mentally, or you've learned to not suppress, but to deal with these different comments, not to affect you?
First of all, me, I'm upset with Martha.
Mm-hmm.
So one day you sell to us a Range Rover in content, and we almost bought it because anyway, some of us could have, but hey, Range Rover arriving, and this is the time you're working with us at Next Media.
Yeah.
Anyway, you sold. Then the Range Rover is stolen.
But it was stolen. Why don't you believe? Are you a hater?
No. I'm a content creator.
But to answer your question, Sheila, you said that it's a journey. So indeed it has been a journey. From the day I posted that Range Rover video, I posted it because I wanted to share it with my brother. And I posted it on Facebook, which was not such a big deal at the time. And I came back online and it had 100,000 views. I'm like, what? And there were no influencers at the time, not as it is now. Things were different. And so I woke up and I was now a brand. And I was going to places and people were like, can I take a selfie? I'm like, with me? What? What do you mean? Are you serious? And, my whole life changed. And of course, there comes the high of being famous, of we want to give you clothes for free, we want to give you shoes for free, we want to give you money for free. And a couple of months in, well, I wouldn't say a year, maybe months in, the negative also comes along. And so you're like, woof, and then woof, where people are saying, but that girl is beautiful, but she's too dark, but she's too fat, but she's too whatever they have to say, So it's been the journey of enjoying the high and then experiencing the low and managing and surviving the low.
How do you do that? Because it's a thing that many of us struggle with. One day you're viral, one day you're not.
Yeah. The media will make you and break you. So I wrote a book. Did you guys know I wrote a book?
Yeah.
It's called Stuck in the Web. Sorry, it's called Stuck in the Web. The World Wide Web, and I talk about the highs and lows of the media world. And one of the things I talk about is when I get a comment or an attack, I think about, first of all, is what they're saying true? So if they say I'm ugly, is it true? No. Who has said it? Do they matter? So if it's family or it's some random person on social media with a cartoon on their profile picture, do they really matter? No.
Matter.
And number 3 is, can I change it? So if they say I'm too dark, right? I can't change it. I'm not going to bleach. I've tried it. And
but also, is it a bad thing? Maybe if I am, is it a bad thing?
Is it true? Is it true that I am not looking good because I'm dark-skinned? It's not.
Yeah.
Because black is beauty, in my opinion.
Why did you try to bleach? Is it because what people were saying online?
I was conforming to the not online. This is way before I came onto social media in uni. We were doing this. There was a product on the market. Let me not mention it, but it would make you a little fair skin. And so I tried it. A lot of my friends tried it, and then I asked myself, why really? No. Let's accept who we are, and with time I've fallen in love with the way I look. Yeah. And I would never try that again.
Okay, it was for the moment.
It was for the moment.
Martha,
being a young girl.
What does your typical breakfast look like?
I actually don't have breakfast.
Ah,
Yeah.
makes two of us.
Yeah? I don't have breakfast. I have one
I
meal.
don't do breakfast.
I have one meal at 4 p.m.
4 p.m. I would have died. I do one meal. I do one meal,
Yeah.
but not at 4 p.m.
What
Sometimes
time?
I forget. But strictly 12 or 1. Not
And then-
heavy, small portions.
And that's it for the rest of the day?
Yes.
What do you have?
I'm gonna feel guilty.
No.
But I think for
It's a safe zone.
for a very big time of the year, I've been having a salad, but my nutritionist said that you're getting weak because you don't have
Protein.
You don't have some protein and a few carbs. So what I thought is no carbs, no everything, and then it felt like I'm taking off some weight. I did lose weight
And muscle too.
and muscle too, but guess what? My bones were getting weaker because there was no exercise into it, but also most importantly, I was getting weaker as a person. Like the muscle was getting weaker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I reached the point of like, what do you mean you can't wake up in the morning? Why? Because I'm just weak. You didn't eat last night. During the day you had a very light meal. You didn't work out. So So I just adjusted, put in a few proteins and extremely few carbs throughout the week.
I think it's important to have a balanced meal. We used to learn about balanced diet in school.
But
We thought it was
We
a
didn't
joke.
take it seriously, but it's very, very important. Yeah.
Mother, have you ever questioned your self-worth
Oh my gosh, so many times.
till today?
Today, no. For the last 2 years, I've done so much work, inner work, on accepting who I am. And I think doing the inner work, many people think is about loving yourself and positivity, but it's also getting into the negatives, understanding my flaws, being self-aware, understanding that I'm actually sometimes the problem, and how to unlearn those habits and how to get out of those negative, things. Like a lot of us react from a place of trauma.
Yes.
And so how to learn to not react like that, right?
Was this with help or on your own?
With help.
Therapy?
Yeah, with therapy. I did a lot. I've done a lot of therapy in the last 2 years.
So you're those
tell
that
us more
believe in
about it.
therapy.
I do believe in therapy.
Tell us more about it.
About therapy. What exactly?
Was it about your body? Was it about how you feel? Was it about
When did you make the
Emotions.
decision that I need help?
were you out of a heartbreak?
No, not a heartbreak. I think I started doing therapy in 2022 when I realized that I was so sad, like extremely sad. The sadness when someone asks you, but why are you sad?
And
You can't put a pin on it. You can't explain why am I actually sad. And the things that I love to do, I couldn't do.
Why
I didn't
was
want
that?
to do.
All you cared about was social media and their comments?
No, I just didn't want to do anything. I would spend days in my room with the curtains closed.
I must say that I experienced that side of you. I went out with Martha Kay. I don't think that I enjoyed her company. And I never said this to you.
Yeah.
But remember when we went to the villa? I just felt like this person was completely detached. Maybe that's her personality, but I was like, no. Martha Kay in text, she's so warm.
Yeah.
But when you go out with her,
And I think
I
that
felt
was
like-
2022.
yes.
Yeah.
And I feel like, something was off because something was not adding up. You were, I don't know, over your phone and everything.
It's an accumulation of being sad
Yeah.
for so long and you
I
don't
feel
deal
like
with
if you
it.
don't understand such people, you might misinterpret who they are.
Yeah. But it's also not our place to understand people. We
Yeah.
must do the inner work so that people don't have to walk on eggshells around us.
You heard that? This would be a quote.
I keep saying these things. People take them for granted.
Yeah,
Now
so
I'm
I was
saying them.
I was extremely sad and detached, like you say, and just removed from reality and doing a lot of to just manage and cope and be happier and not feel anything.
What sort of is that?
Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And this was gradual, right?
It was gradual, of course. It happened. I started feeling extremely sad from 2019. And
Did you ever find out what the trigger was?
yeah, the trigger was... the trigger was... how do I say this? My explicit pictures were released.
Before that, you were okay?
I
Or
think
you
I was,
still had some trauma that was not...
I think I had trauma, but it was covered up by so much good is happening, right? And so when something terrible happens, you're like, but actually,
There's all this.
there's all these other things that are just making my life so sad, right? And so when the explicit pictures came out and life just flipped and everything became so sad, and I had this vision of how my life was supposed to go, and it wasn't going in that way, and I had so many questions to God, to myself, to life, and so for the first maybe 1 year I was managing. Bad things happen, and then because you're sad, so many other bad things keep happening. Because you're not, maybe you're attracting the wrong people. Maybe you're just in a state of anger. So you're... At what has happened.
Or maybe it's a stage you just need to go through and you have to accept it.
And also I wasn't accepting it. I was like, no, I'm going to push through. I'm strong. I got this, right? And so by the time I got to 2022, I couldn't act anymore. It was just too much. I had hidden behind the bottle. I had hidden behind the friends, and fortunately, unfortunately, it was COVID time, so there was not much public appearance you had to make. So 2022, I now had to, get a job and become a human being. And I was just so sad. And so that's when I realized that I need help. I actually need to get through this.
So the need for help was your decision. You saying, I need to step out of this whole bubble that I am in.
Yeah. It was my decision. Many people don't understand that depression progresses. They believe that I'll be okay eventually. But no, you can actually get worse and worse and worse. And you get to a point where you are just in a state of psychosis. Right? You're not functioning like a normal person should function. And I meet a lot of people who say, I don't want to do therapy, I'm not that bad. But why wait? Why wait until you're that bad? Why not get the help when you're just, in pit 2? Why wait for P7 till you need coaching
Or maybe they don't even
night?
know they have a problem.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know they have a problem. But like I said, self-awareness. I realized this is not how I normally operate. This is not how I normally feel. I'm usually excited about life. But now I just don't want to get out of my bed. That's not normal.
Before we started the podcast shoot, Canary was saying something that sometimes when we get into healing, it's like we get stuck. When you started the journey and said, okay, now I need therapy, I'm going to start my sessions, how do you then get out of that phase of healing and start afresh? Rebranding, getting into, I saw your posts when you started your photography, your classes, and then finally getting gigs to do. There was a passion, but also a sense of, I made it, right? How do you say, okay, this is my healing journey, and this is where it will stop for me to redefine who I am and let everything stay in the past?
I don't think the healing journey ever stops. I think even up to today, I'm still healing. There are things that...
I know. Listen, I think that I'm not opposing you, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I feel like that's a thing we've been made to stick to.
To believe.
And believe. I feel like if there's healing, maybe if the healing is still progressing, we can monitor. Like air quality.
It's not like a doctor.
Yes, we can monitor the healing. But
Yeah.
to say I'm still healing, so you're healing until when?
Until paka last.
Yeah, that's okay. But we can say, you know what? I'm at 80%. You know, air quality can say there are so many particulars in the air that it's not safe for you to go out if you're a pregnant woman or a child or whatever, very sensitive persons. If you're in Nakawa or in Zambia like we are, but you know, we can't say we are constantly
Down.
down.
I don't believe that.
Yes.
Like you said, I believe in percentage.
Also, for healing, we need to inspire people to come on board, embrace some of the therapies that are on board, and be able to do some of these things. But once we say, we, who have gone through the healing process, we are still healing without being specific, I think that we're sending away a group of people.
I honestly believe that I cannot have learned a certain behavior for 20 years. And then I say I will
You
heal
can
it in
unlearn
2 years. Because there will be times where
Well, that's a powerful message, Martha.
there'll be times where you'll say something to me and it will trigger me. And I'm like, I'm supposed to have healed from that. But it's hurting me. And maybe my reaction to you will be explosive.
You know what, Sheila? I take back my word.
Yeah. You
I think
cannot...
Martha is such a great communicator.
You cannot... It's just like weight. You've eaten badly for 10 years and you want to lose the weight in 3 weeks.
No, let me give you a
Come
classic
on.
example. You have been working out for 3 months, and then someone says, you've gained weight. Do you know how
Progress.
that much
It
trigger
will trigger
can
you.
take you back?
But also, one of the things recently, a friend of mine told me she was going to come and visit me last week, and she didn't show up, and I was so angry, so like the anger I had was not proportional to
what
the
had
crime.
happened.
Yeah, and I told her that there's someone that was very important in my life who would make those kinds of promises. But you see, that has come from therapy and self-awareness. Someone very important as a child would tell me, I'm coming to do this for you. I'm coming to take you for swimming. I'm coming to take you to Munyonyo. And then you wait. I used to live in Bugolobi Flats. I'll stand on the balcony with my bag from morning to night. This person doesn't show up.
Oh dear.
So as an adult, while I'm aware of that trigger or that trauma, it still hurts me when someone tells me they will show up
And they don't.
and they don't. While for you or you,
It may be okay.
you'll be like, it's okay.
Something
things
happened,
happen.
they got busy,
They got
yeah.
busy. After
But
all,
for-
they're
but
the
for
ones
you,
who
it was
offered.
personal.
It was personal. I'm like, how dare you?
Can you give her a hug? on my behalf?
She's fast.
I'm fine.
I'll give her the hug.
But you see, that's why I'm saying that.
Oh, I can.
No.
That's why I'm saying that healing is not linear. There will be dips, and that's why sometimes people who have gone through depression and they've gone through therapy, they will say that I don't understand. I'm not healing.
Yeah.
I'm still sad. Yeah, you're sad today, but you'll be better
Can
tomorrow.
we talk about that healing journey? Most of the people talk about spirituality.
Yeah.
How spirituality, in one way or another, played a part in your self-image journey.
Yeah. Of course, God has been my constant. I was raised in church, and that has helped me a lot.
I mean, with your parents and all, that's...
It has helped me a lot to understand that, there's still so much more to my story. Because I remember at the time of my pictures, I felt like this is the end. What's next? Who's going to marry me? Who's going to what will I tell my children?
Who want to be associated with
Who
me?
want to be associated with me? I had a lot of gigs at the time, and clients cancelled because they don't want to be associated anymore. So I felt like this is the end. But I had the reassurance that there's no way I would be alive if this was the end. If this was the end, I would have died, right? And so that gave me a lot of comfort. But more than that, I really believe in self-belief. I believe so much in myself that I have overcome so much. And so whenever something small happens, or not small, big or whatever happens in my life, I tell myself, you've survived more, you've survived worse. So that means there's something.
what's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen, right? But there's
So it felt like
something-
whatever had happened with your images getting out there, it felt like a lesson, no?
Not necessarily
Not a lesson,
lesson,
but something to say, look, this is
An experience to learn from.
an
an
experience.
experience. And I can, but mostly there's so much more that if this has happened, surely there's much more that I'm going to put out into the world, right? So that gave me a lot of belief in Martha, in Kemi, the little girl.
You have a very beautiful body. What has your body taught you that people haven't?
What has my body taught me? What would my body teach me?
That other people haven't.
What does that mean? Explain this
I
question.
think I can answer for you the way I think I would answer. That you're stronger than you think you are. Yeah?
My body
Yes.
has taught me that.
Yes. Because looking at reset, we'll get to it later.
Yeah.
It's your body, you're doing the work, but your
Yeah.
body is also showing you that this is the progress. And if you
Yeah.
push further, we're going to do better.
I think it's
we're going
less
to be better.
about my body and more about my mind. Because when I was depressed, like I said, I was, partaking in the bottle, and that comes with calories. And with alcohol, you need food, right? So I was eating and eating. I gained 25 kilos in a space of 6 months. I came from this snatched girl to just something I couldn't recognize. And I never noticed it as it happened. I woke up one day and I said, who is this? And that led me deeper into the depression hole, because I've lost everything. I've lost my reputation. I've lost my friends. I've now lost my beauty. Oh my gosh, it was sad. But what I've learned from this, if I'm to answer that question with my mind, is that I can overcome anything. I'm actually stronger than I think. I keep telling my friends, you're stronger than you think. Because if I'm offered a burger and I'm like, no.
And you're looking at it.
And I'm looking at it, and someone will eat it like, they eat it like, oh my God, it's the best thing that's ever happened to
But
them.
you're saying no.
But I'm like, no,
I have a
because
salad.
I love Martha's body more than I love this 5 seconds of enjoyment, right? So I think what it has taught me is that I am actually a strong girl.
So what does your lunch look like?
My lunch, I don't eat carbs.
Give us the meal.
What does your lunch look like?
Okay. Hey, but you refused my answer.
So giving us vibes.
So I do a lot of beans, peas.
Martha, what does your lunch plate look like?
Am I not answering the question right?
You just say this and this and this and this and this and this.
So I don't eat one thing every day. So that's why I'm telling you, beans, peas.
Typical.
Typical.
Lunch.
Okay. Fish,
I was going to say that for you.
broccoli.
I see your videos cooking fish
I eat a lot of fish. Broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. Rice is my weakness. It's one thing I've refused to let go of.
You need to. That's a lot of carbs.
It is. But I feel like if I've let go of chips and
You haven't.
meat and beef.
You haven't let go of chips. I'm not judging you.
has.
I have.
Oh, you have.
I said if I have let go of chips.
Oh, if you've let go of
that
chips.
means let me just enjoy my rice, for heaven's sake. Yeah, so I have
agree.
rice, but rice maybe once in a week. But fish, I also do beans and peas, spinach, a lot of greens. Yeah, a lot of greens and avocado.
Photography, and then from you not being well, if you want to talk about that, from you not being well to then finding your lost love in photography and being able to, what some people would say easily get gigs, but have the opportunity to partake in this passion of yours. And then now, reset.
Wellness.
Yeah.
I started doing photography in 2017 or 16 at uni.
15 actually.
15?
First time I met you, you were doing photography.
Yeah. I really, really loved photography. And I'm glad you've asked that question, because for the longest time I felt like what happened to me is what derailed me from doing photography. But actually, this year has made me realize that it wasn't so. It was that I had evolved as a human being, as Martha, and the things I was passionate about had changed. And while I love photography with everything in me, I love wellness more, because I've realized that as a human being, we tend to get really off course, sad, depressed, fat, whatever it is, overweight, sorry, because we are just not well within ourselves. You don't have the tools that the therapy gives. You don't have the knowledge to manage your mind, to manage your challenges, right? So I'm really, really passionate about wellness. While I am still into photography, I'm really much into wellness.
And
Let's
how
talk
are
about wellness.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sheila.
I wanted her to tell us, how are you balanced? Because like you say, the healing journey is still going on.
Yeah.
And yet you have taken on the photography, you've taken on the wellness. Wellness is big because you're not dealing with yourself, you're dealing with other people.
Other people.
How, what I want to call the product, it's like now you have to take on their emotions. How does the juice make me feel? How do I feel about losing weight now? How do I... Yet you're also still healing.
Yeah. I think it goes back to what I was saying to Canary, that it's percentage. Maybe 20% ago, I would not be able to deal with people's emotions. But now I'm probably at like 87% healed. And so...
No, that's good.
87.5, right?
No, that's good.
So I'm able to manage people's emotions because I've been there. I know how you feel. Like, someone will tell you, I just hate myself. I don't take pictures. I wear black all the time. I make sure I'm at the back of group photos. I have been there completely. And so I totally understand it. So I have the capacity to handle it. In the past, there are people who are depressed, and even when you just say, can I talk to you? I have a problem. They're like, I don't have the energy to deal with yours and mine as well. So, yeah, I feel like I'm in a much better place that I'm able to deal with people's emotions.
Let's talk about reset. You're much more now of an advocate of, wellness.
Yeah.
Weight loss management.
Yeah. Many people feel like they're being scammed over weight loss.
Yeah.
What makes your product unique?
First of all, on being scammed, I have been scammed. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. There's nothing I have not taken or tried. There's even a lady. I don't know if this is so embarrassing to say. You know those singers? She's that do, what do they call these things? The Strength of a Man, and they have all these concoctions. So one of the things is that they she does weight reduction, and then for my friend who at uni, she does hip enlargement. But it's one drink. I don't know why. I don't know why we didn't clock it. I don't know why we didn't clock it. But you see, you're desperate.
Yeah.
Most people that have issues with their body are very, very desperate. So we took those blue jerry cans. My bum kept growing. The weight kept increasing. We went back.
To the
lady. And she's like, no, I told you to take one car bottle top per day. How many were you taking? Like 2, because we wanted maximum results. And she's like, you see, that's the problem. She gave us another one. There's nothing I've not tried. There's no pill, there's no tea that I've not tried. Until I realized that weight, first of all, it starts in the mind. If you cannot, like I said, say no to the fork, you're not going to lose the weight. You have to put in the work. There's no quick fix, because I've lost and gained. So I created something that I've been thinking about for a very long time called Take Charge. Take Charge came from a place of I'm in charge of my story. I'm in charge of my life. I cannot keep saying it's my genes, it's the food, it's my job, it's, whatever it is. I remember when I was at this media house, they would give us lunch, and it was a full course, like proper wedding food. And I used to tell my mom, what can I do? They're giving us lunch. It's not my fault. And then I would say, but I'm from the West. We're supposed to be big. But then 100 kilos big? No.
How do you weigh now? What? That's
40.
It's like saying that how
What's
how
your
old are you?
age? Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So, but
Anyway,
if-
no, I can say I'm 75 kilos now.
wow.
And I was 115 kilos 2023. Yeah.
Well done.
So I've
How
put in
long
the
has
work.
this journey taken you, and how do you get into reset?
Yeah,
with
so
Martha K?
so like I said, I never realized that I was gaining the weight. I was just eating to fill a void. Did you know that you cannot chew and think at the same time? You cannot chew and think at the same time.
Let Baoli give me some chicken. I need some chicken now.
So you'll find that a
Even
lot
if it's
of
chicken or it's chewing gum.
whatever. That's why people chew gum, actually. It's a distraction. Whatever you do, that's why you'll find people that are depressed will keep opening the fridge.
One of my producers is agreeing to what you're saying.
You will keep opening the fridge to see what you can. And that's why people that are depressed end up gaining a lot of weight. So I never...
because they
you're
keep- they like
chewing
keep on
to
eating
distract yourself
okay.
from... Unfortunately, you're also gaining the weight. So I never realized that I was gaining weight until end of 2023. I looked at myself in the mirror. Actually, my niece, she was 5 at the time. She said, I was like, oh my God, I'm so hungry. We need to get food. She said, but you look like you've already eaten.
Wow. How did that make you feel
Okay.
in that moment?
It hurt because it was honest. But like, where is the lie?
But you agreed that it was honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agreed that it was honest.
At least you
So
didn't
you were
deny.
doing like midnight snacks and what, and like you were eating all over the day.
I would eat throughout, from when I wake up until I rest my head,
Why?
to distract myself and to feel good.
it
You
work?
see, food, especially food that's high in calories, it raises your blood sugar. It's like a drug. It raises your blood sugar. You feel good, and then you
Down again.
You go down again. And then it also creates insulin resistance, so you cannot burn fat. So you start to just, right? So yeah, like I said, with Take Charge, I decided we need to take charge of our mental health, of our physical health. Like, I'm not a victim. I had enough of blaming the world, of blaming my circumstances, of blaming everything around me. And I decided I'm going to be in charge of myself. And how best to do that than to reset. Reset from what I have been to what I want to be. And so one of the things that has helped me, a lot of people think that the juice is the only thing I've done because it's what I'm promoting. But it's not the only thing. I've done...
Those that know you know it's not the only thing you've done. We've seen you with your walks and
I have
yoga
done
and...
the most.
That's why I was saying that Martha will update you from when she wakes up and when she gets paid. Because,
Yeah.
and for us to pick inspiration, like,
Yeah.
if
I've really
Martha walked
done...
today, what about me?
Yeah.
I've done so much. My sisters keep saying that, I've wanted to do surgery. I have consulted with surgeons. I've tried everything. I'm just such a big coward to do surgery. But one of the things that helped me was the juice. Because the juice, it literally resets your system. It curbs your cravings.
So how does the juice work? How do we use it?
So you do 4 juices per day. So you do 2 green and 2 red. At 10 a.m., at 12 p.m., at 3 p.m., and at 7 p.m. No food, just water, juice, and herbal tea.
For how long?
And
For how long?
For 3 days.
That's it.
Every
For you to
week?
get... No, not every week. You can do it as your body requires, right?
No, but you know what I've heard about fasting is that it resets your body.
Yeah.
Even prevents you from cancers. But if there is an addition of juices, which I read from here, from Reset, that they are raw, I think that's a good practice.
It's
honestly.
100%
So what
natural.
happens
How long?
in between after the 3 days? How do I manage?
So the whole point is to reset, right? Is to reset your system. Stop craving
KFC.
KFC.
Sheila.
To stop craving sweets. I recently had a client who told me that she only eats chocolate. Like, that's all she eats.
The whole day.
She doesn't eat food. Yeah. She just eats chocolate. She wakes up, she eats chocolate. During the day, she eats chocolate. So what the juice does is, because it's natural, it's literally fruits and vegetables, it removes that taste for sweets and rice
craving.
and fries and, the cravings. And of course, because it's natural, it cleanses your system, cleanses the colon. You stop feeling bloated. You stop feeling heavy. That feeling of like, you're full. You actually lose weight. You sleep much better. Your sex drive improves. Your mood improves. You can concentrate more. It just helps the whole.
But how do I manage? Because I could do my reset for 3 days and then I'm back to pork on Thursday.
But why would you do that? That's now on you.
No, because pork is nice.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. I've decided to walk this journey with Martha, right? And that's what I was saying, that how do you help? Because I can get the juice. I will take it, God willing, and be consistent for the 3 days.
Yeah.
How do you help me manage throughout?
So that's another program I want to start. I haven't started yet since I've just launched the juice. But throughout the conversations I have when you order the juice, I tell you, you must do something better. This is a reset. It's not start and pause. We have to reset and change your story.
Right.
And also take charge of your system, of what you put into your mouth. Because it's you who picks a fork. No one feeds us as adults. Pick the fork.
You don't know that.
Who feeds you?
Anyway.
You must decide and say, I'm going to have a little less alcohol, a little less carbs, a little less sweets, a little less whatever of what is useless for your body, because those things are useless.
As we conclude, Martha, what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that you're not a slave to your emotions.
You need a what?
Not a slave to your emotions. Just because you feel sad today does not mean that life is sad.
Sad forever.
It doesn't mean that life is sad. If you annoy me right now, Canary, it doesn't mean that everybody's bad, which is what most people that are prone to depression or are highly sensitive feel. Someone will be unkind to you and you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Like, life is so bad. And they'll go on and tell you sad stories about everything that has happened to them in their lives. But you're not a slave to your emotions. You can decide to be in charge, to take charge, and to decide that I am going to be better and do better and feel better. And to decide that if Sheila says something mean to me, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, life goes on. I know myself. Yeah, I think that's what I'll tell my younger self.
Okay. And to us who are still trying to grow in the social media space with the comments, with the feedback, yeah.
I think I would say that focus on your goal. What are you trying to achieve on social media? Is it because you want people to love you? Do you want friends? Because a lot of people get onto social media because they want friends. They want people to affirm them, to love them. If that's what your goal is, you're going to be disappointed because these guys are not loyal. If a lot of people love you, more people will love you. If a lot of people hate you, more people will hate you. And like I said before, ask yourself, when they say something mean, is it true? Maybe it's true. Who said it? Do they matter? Would you be as offended when you meet a random guy with mud in his hair? Probably not. And also, can you change it? Probably not.
Okay.
So how do we move past it? And also just decide, what am I going to do? Another thing that has helped me a lot is to be busy. When you're not busy, you'll be sad. For sure. You have enough time to think about how sad life is. be busy, surround yourself with people that actually love you, that actually care about you, and yeah, just make better choices for your future self.
Right.
Okay.
Martha K, it's been a pleasure really hosting here on Mind Your Head. I know it's been a bit of back and forth, but gladly we have you here.
Yeah.
And really your conversation, but also your advice on what your life experiences have been amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Martha. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, Baoli, for hosting us in your amazing space, and Anne Bank for making this happen.